Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We're going to get to our top 4 at 4 in just a minute. But of course, we have a look at your commuter traffic and weather on this Friday afternoon. My friend here, meteorologist Brian Lapis. I love when I fill in and I get to hang out with you.
We love to have you here, especially on the Friday 4 p.m.
All right, tell us what we're seeing outside, Brian.
So far, so good. Let's take a look. Traffic right now is fine. I-91, Springfield to Hatfield, and Ludlow, Palmer, you're good. And then west into the Berkshires, no problems. I-291 and 391 are also moving smoothly. So good news here as we start the evening commute. No major hang-ups in terms of traffic. Temperatures are more or less where we expected. You know, just between you and me, this might be a little bit cooler than I wanted to see at this hour, but we're at 37 right now. Westfield 36 in Greenfield, 34 Orange, and Northampton 33 right now in Springfield. This is more or less lining up with our high temperature forecast of 34 to 38 for this afternoon. And of course, we're a little bit cooler in the Berkshires where it's been gray with some occasional flurries for much of the day. Case in point, here we are with the clouds and radar showing a couple of little batches of flurries floating through. But as we come down slope, especially east of the Connecticut River, we're brighter. So as we head into Friday evening, this Friday evening, tonight, we'll be dry. We do have rain in the forecast and snow for tomorrow, and then some accumulating snow now likely for Sunday. We'll track it with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
Now for our top 4 at 4, some upsetting news for TikTok users. The Supreme Court today ruled to uphold a law that could ban the app. The justices, in an unsigned opinion with no dissents, rejected a free speech challenge filed by TikTok parent company ByteDance, meaning the law that would require the company to divest itself from its Chinese ownership could go into effect on Sunday as planned. The Biden administration signaled it will not take any action to enforce the law on Sunday, leaving the decision to the incoming Trump administration. It's unclear what will happen at this point, as there are signs that President-elect Trump may also seek to keep the app available. A man from Springfield, wanted in connection with the 2019 home invasion on Roosevelt Avenue, was arrested in Florida. In September of 2019, police say there was a, quote, gruesome case in which a victim was tortured during the home invasion. 4 of the suspects were arrested in 2019. A 5th, identified as Deshane Jerome Simon of Jamaica, left the area, leaving an ankle monitor on the side of I-495 in the eastern part of the state. Simon was arrested in Panama City Beach, Florida on Thursday. The Bay County Sheriff's Office said that Simon was not in the country legally. He's being held subject to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and will be deported from the country upon his release. Superintendent of Springfield Public Schools, Dr. Sonia Denal, delivered the State of the Schools address this morning, discussing the future of education in the city. Dr. Denal began with a celebration of the gains made over the last year, specifically schools that performed exceptionally well on the MCAS test. She also acknowledged the people who laid a foundation before her and said many of the systems that have produced educational excellence will remain in place.
We're still going to continue to just tweak what we've been doing so that we can continue to make those gains. Just a few minor tweaks to the process, to the protocols, to the supports, and to the strategies will help us to really take our graduation rate to the next level.
Dr. Denal also stressed to her educators that it's their job to fine-tune the greatness she sees in Springfield students for a brighter future. The full Israeli cabinet is meeting to vote on a ceasefire deal with Hamas after it was approved by the Security Cabinet this morning. They're expected to approve the ceasefire, which could start as soon as Sunday. Qatari mediators and the U.S. announced the ceasefire Wednesday, but the deal hung in limbo for more than a day as Prime Minister Netanyahu insisted there were last-minute complications. All right, and let's get another check of the forecast with Brian Lapis here.
Yeah, a little bit of rain and snow tomorrow, possibly some snow on Sunday. In the meantime, Friday night, here we go. We're looking good. Let's take a look. Clouds and radar showing 345, a little bit of scattered clouds over the valley, thicker clouds over the Berkshires. As we look into the future here, 5 o'clock this afternoon, scattered clouds over most areas. In fact, we'll have scattered clouds for the evening hours. So dry, pretty quiet. Evening temperatures will be in the low 30s, I expect. Overnight, some more variable clouds, but still dry. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Watch how quickly the clouds increase here after about 8 o'clock. So mostly cloudy here tomorrow. And then by mid-afternoon, some rain and snow showers. For most of us tomorrow, this is going to be rain, but climb into the hills and you're going to see more of a rain-snow mix. High temperatures tomorrow in the low 40s. Notice that the rain and snow showers are out of here fairly quickly for a mostly dry Saturday evening. There is some snow in the forecast for Sunday. We'll talk about that on 22 News at 5.
Trending today now, the inauguration for President-elect Donald Trump is now taking place in the Capitol Rotunda due to frigid weather. Temperatures in Washington, D.C. are expected to be in the 20s with a low of 6 degrees and strong winds on Monday. President-elect Trump said that he will also hold an indoor rally at Capital One Arena, where his supporters will be able to watch the ceremony. The last time the ceremony was held indoors was Ronald Reagan's second inauguration in 1985, when it was only 7 degrees. SpaceX launched its Starship rocket on its latest test flight, but the spacecraft was destroyed soon after the booster landed. The spacecraft's 6 engines appeared to shut down one by one during ascent, with contact lost just 8.5 minutes into the flight. A group of people visiting Turks and Caicos captured footage of the rocket's debris flying overhead. And now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. With the TikTok ban now being upheld by the Supreme Court, questions remain on whether or not it will be even enforced. And see what local lawmakers have to say about this controversial decision. Plus, recovery efforts are underway in the wake of those California wildfires. See how support is being raised over here on the East Coast. And we'll recap the week on Beacon Hill with our State House Spotlight.
Traffic looks good heading into the evening commute. I-91 north and southbound running normally, and also normal levels and normal traffic flow on the Mass Pike. 391, 291 looking good. Chance for some rain tomorrow. Chance for some snow on Sunday. We'll run it all down for you on 22 News at 5.
All right, Brian, sounds good. And thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. You can join us tonight at 5 on TV. And you can also get your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com or the 22 News mobile app.